What industry is a lot more dark and sinister than most people realize? I thought working at a local flower shop would be rosy and idyllic until I was told to upsell. Grieving widows on already overpriced casket sprays. Temp agencies who provide housing. Fucking nursing homes. I didn't think the worst part of EMS would be learning how most nursing homes in my area treat their patients. But it is. By *far. The tomato industry. I went to a lecture for extra credit in college on the history of the tomato. I was expecting to hear how people used it and where people started growing them and whatnot. What I got was essentially a full season of The Sopranos. Extortion, murder, blackmail, vandalism, you name it, the tomato industry was rife with the worst shit. Elder care, and the care industry in general. This will get buried, but the aquarium industry is awful. The amount of death and fish we just throw away would shock you. On top of that, so many shops sell fish to people who are not set up properly to take care of the animal. Surprised I've not seen charity sector. Funding fraud, mistreatment and underpayment of staff, and focusing more on PR than actually doing anything of substance are commonplace. The tow truck industry. At least here in Toronto, where it is very territorial and well connected. What's something you tried once and instantly knew that it wasn't for you? Being a teacher. I love the teaching. I hate being a teacher. Living with roommates. Cannot stand it. I'm fine living with a partner, family, or by myself. But a stranger? No thank you. No. Running a marathon. Made it halfway through training before I realized walking is just fine. Shrooms. The first bit was pretty good. But then while I was laying in bed, my Kurt Cobain poster fell on top of me. I was freaking out as to why Kurt Cobain came out of heaven to specifically attack me. Nonetheless, I killed him a second time. Dancing in a club. It looked like a good time. Then I discovered I have absolutely no idea what to do with my arms and legs on the dance floor. And I look and feel ridiculous. Not fun. Trying to change people who treat you like shit. Dating again after my divorce. I realized I actually really truly did want my own space. My own home. My own finances. My own freedom. I was fulfilled by the relationships I had in my life. The first relationship after my marriage lasted 14 days. The whole time. I tried, but I couldn't do it. I'm very happy alone. I clicked on this thinking I'm going to read about food people don't like, and the top comments are anal, smoking crack, and sucking dick. What wrong facts did you believe about sex growing up? I didn't realize that the cum came back out. Like, for some reason I thought it was just absorbed, that you don't need to move. I just thought that lying on top of each other and waiting would be enough. No clue how I got that idea. Cutting and pasting a post I've made before. When I first learned about how babies are made in school, I used to picture sex as being this sort of solemn formal ritual. I imagined the couple would declare, "Okay, we want to have a baby now," and the ritual would begin. They'd be sitting on the floor in yoga-type poses. The man would put his thing into her thing. Just kind of leave it there for a while. And boom, the woman was automatically pregnant. This would only ever happen on the rare occasions that a couple wanted a baby. Whenever my parents were watching soap operas, or older siblings were watching those teen drama type shows. I was always so confused when a woman said, "I think I'm pregnant." You think? How could you not remember that secret yoga ritual thing you just did? I had a sex ed teacher who was an old man in the 90s. He was a gold mine of WTF. He explained to us in a matter-of-fact way that some women don't like sex. They're called frigid. He explained erections are important because otherwise it's like trying to push a marshmallow into a coin slot. The wrong fact that stuck with the class was this banger. He told us as 14-year-old students that just having sex doesn't make you lose your virginity. Only ejaculating inside of the vagina makes you no longer a virgin. It's like he was a lobbyist for teen pregnancy. I was 10 to 11 years at that time. Me and my friends used to think that babies happen when a man pees inside a woman. I assumed the blowjobs involved a lot more blowing. I genuinely thought gay sex was head-to-head dick poking. Not my story. But my ex had a friend that insisted that the balls were on top, as in the scrotum was above the penis, and the testicles drooped over. My ex and her friends decided the best way to prove otherwise. This wasn't pre-internet, but was the late 90s. Was to get her a stuffed bunny that had a giant plush cock and balls. Lo and behold, the balls were not on top. What's something you're never going to be ashamed of? Standing up for what is right. My brother was molesting my nephews regularly over the course of 13 years. The second I knew, I went straight to the police. Helped my nephews make statements. These are my sister's kids, not his. For reference, many family members have shunned me for speaking out and betraying my brother. Lol, no. I hold my head high. The scum deserves to rot in prison. Belting out 90s boy band songs in the car like I'm the 6th Backstreet Boy. Dropping toxic friends. Did not need them in my life. Giving up drinking. 10 solid years of money and time wasted. A couple memories, but overall nothing to show for it. Been out since 2021. Do not miss it. I am ugly and I'm proud. Referring to a group of people, regardless of gender, as you guys. Letting go of a bad friend in a clunky way. I didn't have the perception that she was kinda awful, but I felt something was really off about her. And it turned out later she really didn't earn the effort. My wife. I guess it's cool for husbands to shit talk their wives? Not sure. But mine's cool as fuck and I'll never get tired of hyping her up.